This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, so much for the 1st down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a 1st down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Set, ready, switch the flag. Switch.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tight end right. 4 there. Alert. 26 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the out.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
50. Mike 51. Mike Alpha. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. Right here.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 59 yards. This is Samuels. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Coming to you. 51, come on. 51, come on. Hey, exit. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different dash rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check, 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 check. Check the backer, check the backer.
Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 3. Hey, alert 3. Sponge. No, go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2. 3 down. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go. Muscle. On the ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. Go. Y'all playing the wrong football. 49. Go.
Here's Murray from midfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
Hey, alert.
Now Roethlisberger, flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
26 Mike. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Even. 4 down. Even. Slam. Off. 26 Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Going deep for his tight end play. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And it's caught. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray now to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Watch twins. Watch twins. No. What? Go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, and Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
198. Watch 98. 98's the money.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Johnson. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that. Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. From the 24, Murray is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. And he also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike. Go. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike.
1st down, Murray. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie 1st-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
44.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
That's it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 26 Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Complete. It's Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go, defense. All right, 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. Forward, trot. Go. Watch 98. 98's the mic. We own them. We own them. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and they'll end up winning this game.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Hey, 98, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Who that? Who that?
To Johnson again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Target. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check.
Come on. Delta. Go. I got motion.
To throw is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Ready? Block 80. Jack 16. 58 Mike. 58 Mike. Block it.
He's back to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's cracked. He's checked.
Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. I'm coming after you. Easy.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Middle.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 9 seconds remaining, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray, one final try. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they'll take them when they can get them right about now, as a victory moves their record to 2-11 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Anyways, they know they said they was hating, know they said acting like they know me, cause I fuck dick. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know they said they was hating, know they said acting like they know me, cause I
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want